Welcome, one and all, to the Viper's Nest, where today I talk about playing the Resident Evil 4 Remake Chainsaw demo and what I thought about it. It's very good. It is very good. Very, very good. I only have one real complaint. Well, two if you count the fact that my PlayStation 4 sounds like it's trying to achieve spaceflight whenever I play the demo. But that's a hardware issue, not a game issue, I don't think. So let's jump right into it. What is my one complaint slash criticism? It has to do with the way the knife functions. Sorry, my cat Albert Whisker's losing his mind. Apparently he knows I'm talking about Resident Evil 4. Anyway, yeah, it's about how the knife works. You can do a lot of cool stuff with the knife in the Resident Evil 4 remake demo, which I'm assuming is all going to carry over into the game. I don't know, I've kind of been on media blackout wanting to be as surprised as possible about this game, so I don't know as much as other people do. This is just from me having played the demo. But you can do like finishers with the knife, you can do stealth kills with the knife, you can do basic melee attacks with the knife, and really cool, like you can like if a Ganado is coming at you with a melee weapon, you can actually parry with the knife, including the chainsaw guy, although doing so breaks your knife, but it does put Chainsaw Guy into like a quasi-stun state where he has to restart his chainsaw. That is very cool. But the issue I have with the knife is that the knife, once again, has durability. And I don't really like that. I didn't like it in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I definitely don't like it in Resident Evil 4 Remake, mainly because in OG Resident Evil 4, the knife was like my best fucking friend. Like, I used it for everything. I never did a full knife-only run. The only game I've done that in was original Resident Evil 2, and even then, that was only on the A campaign, because I'm still not entirely sure it's possible to knife-only run the B campaign. And how did knife running the A campaign go? Yeah, it wasn't great. I didn't enjoy it. I mainly just did it for the bragging rights. It essentially boiled the game down to I avoided every single enemy I possibly could while stockpiling as many healing items as I could, and then a whole lot of trial and error on the various bosses. I don't know how many times I had to fight fourth form William Birkin with the knife because I kept dying and running out of healing items, and it really just came down to luck at that point. But with all the cool stuff you can do with the knife in the Resident Evil 4 Remake demo, I would be inclined to attempt a knife-only run of this game, except for the fact that the knife breaks. Now, I'm assuming since the broken knife stays in your inventory and the knife, whether broken or not, has stat blocks that indicate you can upgrade it, I'm going to make an assumption and say that there is a way to repair the knife in the game. I didn't find it in the demo, so I'm guessing it's probably not there in the demo, but when the game actually comes out, I'm gonna assume we have ways to repair the knife, and that's going to be a very good thing. Because boy howdy do I not want to have to scrounge around for another knife like I did in Resident Evil 2 Remake. Knife durability is just, I just don't like it. It's probably my own fault. I've just gotten used to, just always having a knife because in all the other Resident Evil games, you pretty much always had a knife. You definitely always had a knife in OG Resident Evil 4. And like I said, I used the knife for damn near everything. It allowed me to conserve so much ammo through my playthroughs of that game that I didn't have space for it all. I had to leave some ammo behind because I just didn't use it very often. So there you go. I hope we can. I hope they're bringing that kind of playstyle back in new Resident Evil 4. Alright, now that I've bitched about how I don't like how the knife works, let's talk about all the stuff I did like in this demo, which is essentially everything else other than the knife durability. The graphics are great. I'm assuming they're the reason my PlayStation tries to go into orbit when I play this game. What I've seen of the acting so far is phenomenal. So let's talk about that for a minute. So far, seems like a very different Leon than we saw in the OG Resident Evil 4. And it makes sense because Leon's being played by, a different actor. In OG Resi 4, Leon was voiced by Paul Mercier, who did a great job. So many deadpan one-liners that I love every one of them. And in Resident Evil 4 Remake, I'm going to fact check myself real quick, but I am 99.9% sure that Leon is being played by Nick Apostolidis, who portrayed Leon in the Resident Evil 2 remake. No, I don't need the voice cast. I need the peoples, the motion capture peoples. I don't think it counts as spoiler territory to look at a cast list, right? I mean, this is a remake of a game that came out damn near 20 years ago, so I'm assuming a lot of the characters is gonna be the same. Alright. All cast and crew. Here we go. Yep, Nick Apostolidis is playing Leon S. Kennedy. Who is playing Ashley? Do we know yet? This doesn't seem like a full cast and crew. Excuse me. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway, so like I was saying, this version of Leon seems very different than the one we had in the original Resident Evil 4. So in that one, Leon was a pretty, stable, upbeat guy. He always had a joke on him, except for the, most dire of situations. Whereas in Resident Evil 4 Remake, at least in the demo, we get a much darker, more serious Leon, who, you can tell by the way that he's acting that the events of Raccoon City, really, really messed Leon up, bad. And then he got, air quotes, asked to join, a special operations group in order to get his skills, since he was one of the few survivors of Raccoon City. And if those air quotes didn't tell you, being asked was more him being forced into this military service, where he admitted that some of the missions he got sent on damn near killed him. And that just added to all the stuff that's going on in his head that he's still carrying around from Raccoon City. The opening narration just straight up admits Leon just wishes he could forget everything he experienced in Raccoon City. It's a very, very cool take on Leon. I really appreciate the fact that all the stuff he's going through still sticks with him even many, many years later. Yeah, it's very cool. The atmosphere is great. The Ganados are scary now that they're in super high definition. Chainsaw Man chasing you is awful and fun at the same time. The guns, the two you get anyway, the pistol and the shotgun, both sound and feel great. I appreciate the fact that Leon has a crouch button, which functions as a sneak button, so there's actually a stealth system in the game, which gives you just another way to interact with the game itself. I didn't get to see the Merchant. I was real sad that I did not get to see the Merchant. Really wanted to see the Merchant. That's okay. I don't have to wait all that long for the actual game to come out, which comes out in about 12 days, so releases the 23rd, but I'm in Alaska, so technically I get it 4 hours early on the 22nd, so yeah, about a week and a half out from this game being released. I'll probably play through the demo a few more times, and if I discover anything cool, I'll be sure to come back and report on it. But if you get the chance, I highly recommend downloading the demo while you can, because I've been noticing that PlayStation has been having a few issues in not allowing some games to be downloaded, which is irksome. I hope they damn well better fix it before Resident Evil 4 gets up for pre-download, or I will be fucking furious. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Like I said, the demo is great. I loved my time with it. I highly recommend you play it. See if it's a game you want to experience, and if it lives up to the original Resident Evil 4. Whether or not you've played the other Resident Evil games, you should play Resident Evil 4. It's considered one of the greatest games of all time for a very, very good reason. So check it out if you get a chance. Highly recommend. Anyway, that's going to be all for me today. Thank you for listening. A like and a subscribe and a comment would be appreciated. See you on the next episode, and as always, have yourself a wonderful day.